shit. This 1,000. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Shit, you coming? Spin the check and get it right back.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Eazyy TV, bringing you guys another Division 2 video. All right, so now I finally have my rifle build done. It's not completely done, but it's enough to do damage. You guys are going to see it got nice armor, nice health. I've been kind of holding out on the build for like the last 3 days, just to get everything right situated with the build. It is a PvP build. For my PvE people, I will break down the build in the video to your liking, to what you should look for. But other than that, let's get into the video. So here's my rifle build. All right, we had 306 on the armor, 100k on the health. Skill power really ain't there. We are running the 1886 rifle at 112. It comes with critical hit damage, rangers, distance. Now I advise you guys, me personally, I like this combo, ranger, which every 5 meters it gives you 2% weapon damage, and then 15% optimal range when you have distance. The more optimal range you have, the longer you can shoot like the further you can shoot a bullet without it having a damage drop off. All right, so you know every weapon has a damage drop off, and it looked like it says critical strike from 10 to 60 meters. That's the critical strike range. But it looks like it starts dropping off. It really drops and has less damage at like 100 meters or so, or something like that. But other than that, this rifle actually hits hard. You can actually get this rifle to hit way harder than what it is. I don't have the highest that I can on a chest piece, and I do not have the highest I can have on a backpack. You guys probably will. Also, my mods are not that good as well, like my weapon damage mods and stuff like that, but they're pretty decent. All right, also I use this one with the MK17. You can use the urban MDR if you want to. I do have PvP gameplay that shows the damage that both of these guns do, how fast they shred, how hard they hit, and the numbers. I will have that PvP number time stamped inside of the description, and I will have it pinned in the comments. But let's go through the build. So of course I'm using this one, just like I said, and it has a rate of fire mod on it. And then I'm using the Eagle Bear. You don't have to use the Eagle Bear. I just have the Eagle Bear because I like it. Usually I'll probably use like a shotgun for this or LMG just to keep people up off me. It is what it is. The mask, I have health on it. 21,000 health and then 10% health, and it has centered on it. Now for my PvP people, instead of having 2 of these blues, you would go with health, and you would go with damage to elites. All right, if you want to do this for PvE. All right, so you would go 1 blue, 1 red. So you would go with health and then damage to elites. And then on the chest piece, I have armor, I have health, and then I have 13% weapon damage with unstoppable force. If you guys want to, you can find a different way to put another blue on here, so you can have 11 blues to where you can run unstoppable force, not unstoppable force, unbreakable or bloodsucker, and that will be coming from the backpack. All right, so you can take that cooldown reduction from the backpack, go with 2 blues, and then go with a red, and then that will be your unbreakable and your bloodsucker. All right, so like I said, the chest piece, it has health, armor, weapon damage, unstoppable force. I like unstoppable force personally. That's just one of my favorite talents on the game. Has an armor mod and a weapon damage mod, 2 armor mods, I'm sorry. The holster is an R&K holster. You kind of really don't need this holster. You can go with let's say if you can get health, you can go with health on the holster, and then go with devastating if you can get health, and that will be good for you. And then you can use, you know, your mods how you want to. But like I said, I can go down right here and I can get 143k that you see on the health, 113 on the armor, because it has those 2 blues on there. But the only thing about this, I believe, let me see, let's see, yeah, I think it's the only reason is devastating, I believe so. So what I calculated was the 2 mods that I got on the Gila, holster, it didn't really make a difference versus having devastating. Like the damage was weaker, even though it has 2 offensive mod slots. It didn't compensate for devastating. So I went with this one. At the end of the day, I still might go with more health, but you can use it, you know, however you want to. It's just a blueprint, all right? And then with the backpack, it's a Gila backpack. It has armor, cooldown reduction, and weapon damage. It has harden on it, and then it has those 2 mods right there. And then for the gloves, it has it's a Gila gloves. The highest you can get on rifle damage is 12%. I'm missing another 3%. So if you got the gloves, you're good. The highest I've seen on gloves is like 22,000 health. I have 10,000, so you can get that higher. Than you want devastating as well. And then there's the mod for that. And then you always want, when the rifle build, you want a 1-piece overlord. I got a total of 10.5% total armor rolled on here, and it has hard hitting on it. Now, this what I would change about the build. Those knee pads need to have entrenched on them. If you can get entrenched on the knee pads, you're fine. With hard hitting, if you want to do PvE, you're fine with these knee pads being like this. And then this also has weapon damage, you guys. As you guys see, it has pistol and LMG damage because I don't have any more rifle damage, weapon damage mods to get me more damage out of this build. I'm running these 2 skills, which is the heal. They're both dual heals. All right, so now I'm gonna just show you guys the stats. As you guys can see, we're at 112 on the weapon damage, critical hit chance low, critical hit damage low, headshot damage is at 85%, and then you have 45 rifle damage and 37% all weapon damage. So you're actually you hitting pretty kind of hard, all right, with this build. Like I said, I do have PvP gameplay. I would not go into the firing range to show you guys like what it does to NPCs. You guys can test that out for yourself because it's really a PvP type of thing. Now for my PvE people, I just want to go through a simple thing real quick. Like I said, you will go with damage to elites on the mask with this, and then also on the chest piece, you can go with unstoppable force, or you can go with hard hitting on the chest piece. Go with like devastating on the holster, hard hitting on the backpack, hard hitting on the gloves, and hard hitting on the knee pads. That will be your DTE, which is your damage to elites PvE build. Or you can go devastating on the gloves and the holster, and then go hard hitting on everywhere else, so you can even hit much harder with the weapon damage that you have, with the damage that you have on a gun. Hopefully this blueprint helped you guys out. The PvP gameplay is coming up. Always leave a thumbs up. It's your boy Eazyy TV, and I'm out. All right, guys, we are here with the PvP gameplay / demonstration, however you want to do it. Usually I do like montages of me killing people over and over and over and over, but sometimes I want to give a thorough breakdown on how the damage actually works in PvP. Right now I got my brother here, John Coffee, as usual. Just give you guys the rundown of the build again. I'm running the 1886. You can run whatever you want to, but this is my highest damage rifle. It got ranger distance on it, and then the mods right here, and then everything that you guys can see. The only thing I would change about this build, instead of running hard hitting, if it's going to be a pure PvP build, it's entrenched, and I don't have any knee pads that give me this type of stuff with the offensive mod and total armor and entrenched and all that stuff. So I would go with this right here. So if you want to put another blue on here, you can be able to run Unbreakable or Bloodsucker. That's your choice. Right now it's an 8-10-2. So if you can get this to be like 2 blues and a red, then that'll be fine. You wouldn't need that cooldown reduction. All right. So right now I'm running Ranger, and for the people who don't know, every 5 meters for Ranger, I believe every 5 meters for Ranger, you get a 2% weapon damage. All right, so we're gonna do body shots, and then we're going to do headshots. All right, so I'm just gonna go back a little bit, see what this is. All right, so we just doing body shots. That's just from one body shot. That's 77,000 to the body with this gun right here. Just 77,000 to the body. Now, one thing I did see about this build, man, or rifle builds in general, I do not like rifle builds in normalization, because my shit went from 113 to like 30k in normalization for damage, and that is terrible. All right. So once again, the further you're back, the harder you're going to hit. So I should be able to hit more than 77K back here. As you see, that's 100K crit right there, 100K damage. That's almost half of his bar is already gone. If I go back some more, that's 82 on the base, 82 per shot. So we're at 25 meters right now, 24, 25. So every time we go back a 5, which this will probably be 30 meters right here, you would get a more of a buff, 85K. So the further you are back, let's see, let's go 35 right here. I'm gonna let him heal up a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me tell him to heal right now, my bad. All right, so we at 35, 70K, 70K. So I think probably at about 35 is when the damage drops off. So you want to kind of stay probably in the 30 range. Let's see if that spikes up. So yeah, the 30 range. So I think when you get 35 is when Ranger doesn't kick in anymore, I'm guessing, because it just looked like the damage went down the further I went back. But at the same time, I do have optimal range on this build as well. So I get to hit for a nice amount of damage even being further back. So that's just body shots, all right? So right here, let's go 10 meters. I'm pretty sure this is 10 meters. Let me go ahead and go rogue again. This is 10 meters right here, 10 meters to the head. You're almost at 150K on a headshot. We're going to jump back 20 meters. We're gonna keep going back 10. All right, Steven, heal up. All right, so we're at 20 meters. This is what Ranger activated. 152 to the head. And then we're going to go back to 30 meters, which we saw before. And let's see if we can aim at the head. All right, so that's 106K crit to the head. Go ahead and heal up. All right, let me go back a little bit more. See if I can get this headshot. This should be a headshot right here. 158. So about a couple shots to the head to put him down. Also being up close, we're gonna see how fast he goes down as well. Then I'm gonna switch to another gun, then we're gonna be done. Heal up again. So this is even for close range. So in this range right here, you're not activating Ranger. You'll be like right here activating right here. So about 3 shots, he's almost dead. The 4th shot, he'll be completely dead. All right. Heal up. I go back. So close range headshots, even with just like 5 meters. Getting a 5 meter buff. Almost 3 shots and he's dead. I don't want to kill him just yet. All right. So now we're going to go to another one. Let's say we can go to this one right here, which has Ranger on it as well. You can use any type of rifle you want to, urban, MDR, whatever you want to. You can use that. All right. Heal up. And we're going to see the body shots on here as well. So right now, so it's taking chunks out of them. Almost 40K base with that just from having a 5 meter buff. Then headshots is 73 with this weapon as well. Go ahead and heal up. And then right after this, I'm gonna see how fast I can drop him at 15 meters with this gun, and then we're done, man. Took about 8 bullets to drop him. 8 bullets. All right. Hopefully you guys like this. Once again, this is always a blueprint. I don't want you guys copy and pasting. This should help your builds out. This is not a headshot damage build. I can easily do a headshot damage build, put headshot damage everywhere, run headshot damage mods, rifle mods, and just shoot people in the head. But with console, let's be more realistic. You're kind of shooting in the body because we don't have that godlike aim. Some people do, I don't. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. Once again, always, y'all leave a thumbs up. This your boy Eazyy TV, and I'm out.